Before we get started here on the next presenter, I want to start by telling you this next presenter. He's a pioneer in the creation of innovative mission-critical facilities and multi-tenant technology centers. He's also the founder of multiple companies, including Telesource, Intermetro Fiber, and Fiber Media. He's with us today representing his role as the founder and CEO of IM Data Centers. He's our construction partner here for the facility at Wichita State, and he's a great friend, Mr. Michael Roark.
Oh, good. Okay. So do I click it? No, I got you. Thanks. Hello, everyone. I'm at the end of a week-long business trip, and sometimes there's only so much that caffeine and carbohydrates can take care of. So that's what you're dealing with here. So I worked with Hunter a long time. Hunter and I have both been pioneers in the creation of multi-tenant data centers, carrier hotels, and such. And our goal with this project, this really interesting and cool project, is that we are advanced manufacturing and deploying the actual facility. So this facility will be built in our factory in Fort Lauderdale, and it will be shipped out as 3 modules, about 50 feet long, 12 foot wide, and 12 foot high, and deployed in a matter of days, on the site that we will also prepare for the deployment. And so that's my connection here, but it's been, I'll save it till the end, but it's been really interesting being here in Wichita and having the Wichita experience related to the innovation and technology that's going on here. Good. And so we have 2 lines of business. These are just some snapshots, but I came out of the construction business, and we built literally billions of square feet of data centers over a period of 25, 30 years. We've developed a number of facilities, built metro area fiber loop systems. And so currently what we're doing is that we own and operate a small portfolio of data centers, and we manufacture modular data centers, modular mission-critical facilities, such as this internet exchange point that will be going in Wichita. And we built over 1,000 projects, over this 30-year period. I'm kind of dating myself here. But at any rate, we leaned heavily into technology back in the end of the 90s when they deregulated telecommunications. And after building every Tom, Dick, and Harry kind of project under the sun, we like the niche market. We like becoming subject matter expertise. Experts in the field, and we like the cookie cutter nature of what it is that we now build, and how you can modularize it. And so advanced manufacturing. So those are some shots of our factory in Fort Lauderdale. So we manufacture fully integrated enterprise-class data centers with a specialization in high-performance computing. The market has changed dramatically since, the advent of the ChatGPT. Machine learning, robotics, HPC, high-performance computing has been around for a while, but it's just catapulted into the forefront, largely on the heels of the explosion of ChatGPT. But we've been at this for a while. For example, we have a facility in Pittsburgh, and we got it in front early. We conceptualized it a half a dozen years ago. We deployed it fairly recently. And when we did it, everything in the data space, usually with regard to facilities, is counted in terms of megawatts or kilowatts per rack. It's all about power consumption. It used to be square footage, and now it's how many kW per rack. Are you burning? And so we conceptualized this facility. We built it at 35 kW per rack. And everybody that I knew said, Roark, what are you thinking? Who needs 35 kW per rack? And right now in our Miami data center, AMD has brand new chips that are not being deployed anywhere else in the world at this moment, the 355s. These racks are 120 kW per rack, and it's all a combination of direct-to-chip liquid cooling and rear-door heat exchange technology. So what's happened with the form factor of the data center, this radical innovation, is that popular wisdom used to be that you needed these huge facilities with 18, 20-foot clear height ceilings. And because you needed this much volume to move the air that you needed to cool with. And what's happening is that much volume for air has been reduced to water pipes this big that are going, the water is being put inside the servers and circulated and extracting the heat from the servers themselves. So what happened was that sort of pushed, we saw that coming as well, it sort of pushed the whole form factor of the modern data center into the arms of exactly what it is that we create. So at the factory, we manufacture these volumetrically. Interestingly, we can produce data centers. We're sort of the real true picks and shovels of the generative AI, and solving the digital divide. We're the picks and shovels of that initiative because we provide the facilities that this occurs in. Whatever happens with server technology, where they're talking about 1 megawatt per rack now, like ridiculously dense. But whatever that is, whatever that's going to be, it needs to be within a facility that has a fully integrated systems, i.e. security, access control, CCTV, data center infrastructure management, advanced fire suppression systems, obviously advanced power and cooling systems, all of the resiliency and redundancy that you need to have a true mission critical facility, which, by the way, is what Connected Nation and Howard Newby are putting here in Wichita. So it's actually a very sophisticated facility. There's a high level of remote controllability and monitoring inherent in the entire building. The thing is talking always and sort of telling you if it's got any ills and what to do about it. But by building modularly, we're able to build and deploy facilities in about half to 2/3 of the time of traditional construction. One thing is that we can simultaneously do the site improvements with the manufacturing. And so there's a lot of time saving there, but also we're building inside of a factory. We're not subject to the whims of, the local subcontracting environment or, the ability of subcontractors to produce highly technical work. So we have a factory setting where we do the same thing over and over and over. And we're able to do this at about 80% of the cost of bricks and mortar buildings, which is, I find, kind of fascinating that we could give potentially a higher quality facility that's custom made for high performance computing and internet exchange applications at a lower price than traditional construction. So this is a sample facility. This is in Pittsburgh. We own and operate this facility. It's 3 megawatts of IT load. And the thing about building modularly, you think modules, you think of, these, single modules, repeated or small sort of regen huts or what you'll see at a cell tower. So this is a 6,000 square foot building. The center photograph is what it looks inside, inside on the high performance compute side. And it's kind of a little bit spaceship looking when you get in there. It's more like aircraft construction than just, traditional construction. And the photograph on the right, it was taken exactly 7 days after sitting the first module. And at this point, we've already put another tapered insulation roof with a TPO welded roof system on top of it. So that's how quickly these things will deploy. I know that Connected Nation has put a time-lapse camera over in the stadium across the street. So it'll be kind of neat to see all of a sudden the construction process go on and then pouring the slab, and all of a sudden the building will go and go up. So we're doing these things at scale. Like 2 days ago, I was in Fairmont, West Virginia, where we're building this massive supercompute data center for the National Weather Service, NOAA. And we're also building for Rutgers University, their supercompute data center, and a host of others. So people are really catching on that they need these types of facilities, and we're just do. So these things scale nicely. Oh, golly. Most of what we're doing for people now is north of 100 kW per rack, and that's really where the market is going. So we also acquire and reposition data centers. This is in Miami. The photographs second from the left are photographs of 120 kW racks that are residing for a customer in this particular facility. So that's kind of a sprawling 100,000 square foot facility. And that's another thing that we do and that we own and operate and, for our customers. So this is a really cool project, and I'm finding that Wichita is a really cool place. So Wichita has been shortlisted for our next manufacturing facility, and we're looking at a 100,000 square foot plus facility in Wichita as a potential location to be able to open up another manufacturing plant. So we hope to do a lot more business here. And I grew up in Colorado, just to the left of here. So, and I live in Miami Beach, which is exactly like a replicant of Colorado, obviously. So every time I get off the plane in a place like Kansas or Colorado, I breathe the air and it feels like I'm home. So, yeah, I really hope we do something here. And I feel very fortunate that Connected Nation and Hunter has selected our firm to do this very prestigious and interesting project. And thank you all for coming. So.